What are you doing with all of these buckets?
Hi, Miss Kelly. My mom told me that I needed to fill people's buckets.
Oh.
So I stole everybody's buckets on the street, and I've been filling them with water.
You stole everyone's buckets, Terrance?
Mom told me to.
Stealing is actually the opposite of bucket filling.
It is?
Yeah, you see, bucket filling is a metaphor.
Metaphor? What's a metaphor, Miss Kelly?
A metaphor is a big fancy word for something representing another thing.
Oh.
So when your mom talks about bucket filling, these buckets represent our feelings.
Our feelings?
Mm-hmm. And when she talks about bucket filling, she talks about doing things that might make someone else feel good or might help them through their day.
Oh, so be nice to people.
Exactly.
Oh. So it's filling them up with niceness.
Yeah, that's a really good way to say it.
Oh.
Oy.
I'm gonna have to return all these buckets, Miss Kelly.
You sure are, Terrance. But I have a way.
Yeah.
That might help fill your bucket.
'Cause my bucket's been feeling empty too, 'cause it's been very weird at home.
Yeah, during this time, a lot of people's buckets might feel empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an idea for how we can fill your bucket.
Okay, what?
I can tell you a story.
Oh, Miss Kelly, that would be wonderful, 'cause that would make me happy, and it would fill my bucket. I get it. I understand the metaphor now.
Oh, I'm so glad. But maybe let's wait to return the buckets till after the story.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's that squirrel again.
He's gonna be there every time.
He is?
Yep.
Will he scare me every time?
I don't know, Terrance. Can you remember he's there?
Oh.
Well, the story that we're gonna tell today actually has some buckets in it.
Oh, it does?
It sure does.
Oh.
And the name of this story is Anansi and the Moss-Covered Rock.
Anansi? Boy, Miss Kelly, you like stories with weird names of people. Hansel and Gretel and Anansi.
Yes, an Anansi is a trickster spider. Do you know what a trickster means?
I know what a spider is.
Well, a trickster is a character that plays multiple tricks on maybe his friends or different animals throughout the story.
Yeah, tricks. I get that, Miss Kelly.
Okay, so Anansi the spider was walking through the jungle when he came upon a certain spot. And he said to himself, "Isn't that a strange moss-covered rock?" Kaboom! Down fell Anansi fast asleep.
So it was a magic rock.
Well, about an hour later, when Anansi woke up, he didn't really know what was going on. So he thought about it and he said to himself, "I was walking through the jungle.
Yeah.
Then I came upon this spot. And I saw the rock and I said to myself, isn't this a strange moss-covered rock?" And kaboom! Down fell Anansi again.
Oh, so it was magic.
This time, an hour later when Anansi woke up, he knew what was happening. "This rock is a magic rock," said Anansi, "and I know just how to use it."
He's gonna use the rock? Okay.
So Anansi went walking through the jungle until he came to Lion's house.
A lion?
Yes, Lion was sitting on his porch fanning himself with a bamboo leaf, and on his porch was a bucket of mangoes.
Oh, Miss Kelly, I like mangoes.
You do? That's
Yeah.
exciting. Well, Anansi loved mangoes, but was always too lazy to get them himself.
Oh.
So he said to Lion, "Hello, Lion. It's awful hot today."
Oh, Miss Kelly, it has been very hot.
It has.
Yeah.
"Oh, yes," said Lion. "It's very hot." "Well," said Anansi, "I'm going for a walk in the cool jungle. Would you like to come with me?"
Oh, and what did the lion say?
"Oh, yes," said Lion, "I would." So Anansi led Lion through the jungle until they came to a certain spot. And Anansi said, "Lion, do you see what I see?" Lion said, Why, yes, I do, Anansi. Isn't this a strange moss-covered rock?
Kaboom!
Exactly. Down fell Lion, fast asleep. An hour later, when he woke up, his head was spinning, and Anansi was nowhere to be found.
Oh, no.
When he got back to his house, Lion discovered that his bucket of mangoes was gone.
No!
Because Anansi had taken them back to his house.
Anansi is a trickster.
He is.
Oh.
So, Lion was very sad, but Anansi was very happy, and he couldn't wait to play his trick again.
Oh.
So, he went walking through the jungle until he came to Monkey's house. Monkey was sitting on his porch, fanning himself with a banana leaf.
'Cause it's hot.
It sure is.
Yeah.
And on the porch was a bucket full of bananas.
Oh, I love bananas.
Well, so did Anansi. But he was always too lazy to get him himself.
He's not very nice.
Not right now. So he said to Monkey, Monkey, isn't it hot today?
Oh.
Why, yes, said Monkey. It's very hot, Anansi. Well, I'm going for a walk in the cool jungle. Would you like to come with me?
Oh, don't do it, Monkey. Don't do it.
I'd love to go, said Monkey. So, Anansi took Monkey for a walk in the cool jungle until they came to a certain spot.
Oh, I know that spot.
And Anansi said, Monkey, do you see what I see?
Oh.
Why, yes, said Monkey. Isn't this a strange moss-covered rock?
Kaboom!
Down fell Monkey, fast asleep. An hour later, when he woke up, his head was spinning, and Anansi was nowhere to be found.
Oh, I know what he did, Miss Kelly.
What did he do?
I bet he stole the bucket of bananas.
Well, when Monkey got back to his house, his bucket of bananas was gone because Anansi had taken it to his house.
Oh.
And Monkey was very sad.
Oh.
But Anansi was very happy, and he couldn't wait to play his trick again. So off into the jungle he went until he came to Rhino's house.
Rhinos?
Yep. Rhino was sitting on his porch fanning himself.
Oh, 'cause it's hot.
Sure is. And on his porch he had a great big bucket of pineapples.
Pineapples? Wow, that must have been a big bucket, Miss Kelly.
Yep, and Anansi loved pineapples, but he was always too lazy to get them himself.
They're hard to slice, though, Miss Kelly.
They are, but I bet your mom slices them for you.
She does, and sometimes we just buy the pineapple already sliced.
Oh, aren't we lucky to be able to go to stores where we can get pineapples already sliced?
Because the rhino can't do that.
Nope, the rhino in the jungle cannot.
No.
But, so Anansi said, Rhino, isn't it hot today? Oh, yes, said Rhino. I'm about to sweat right out of my skin. Well, said Anansi, I'm going for a walk in the cool forest. Would you like to go with me? Oh, yes, Anansi, said Rhino. So off they went into the jungle, walking until Anansi led Rhino to a certain spot.
Oh, no.
Rhino, said Anansi, do you see what I see? Oh my, said Rhino. Isn't that a strange moss-covered rock?
Kaboom!
Down fell Rhino, fast asleep. Anansi ran to Rhino's house and made off with his bucket of pineapples.
Oh, that trickster Anansi.
An hour later, when Rhino woke up, his head was spinning and Anansi was nowhere to be found. And when he got back to his house and his bucket of pineapples was missing, he was very sad. But Anansi was very happy, and he played his trick on all kinds of animals in the jungle.
Oh, that's just awful, Miss Kelly.
But what he didn't know is that watching from a small section of the jungle was little spotted deer.
A spotted deer in the jungle?
Yep. She's very small and a lot of animals have a hard time seeing her.
Oh.
Well, she watched Anansi play his trick on all his animal friends, and she thought to herself, someone needs to teach Anansi a lesson.
Okay.
So she went deep into the jungle.
Yeah.
and she gathered a great big bunch of coconuts.
Coconuts?
And she went back to her house, and she put them in a bucket on her porch, and she waited.
She had a big bucket too, Miss Callie.
I think she did, you're right. Pretty soon, along came Anansi, and he saw that big bucket of coconuts, and he knew exactly what he would do.
Oh, play a trick.
So he said to Little Spotted Deer, "Oh, Little Spotted Deer, isn't it hot today?" Oh, yes, said Little Spotted Deer. "It is so hot, Anansi." Well, Anansi said, "I was thinking of going for a walk in the cool forest. Would you like to go with me?" "I sure would," said Little Spotted Deer. And off they went into the jungle. Pretty soon they came to a very certain spot, and Anansi said to Little Spotted Deer, "Little Spotted Deer, do you see what I see?"
Yeah.
Little Spotted Deer said, "No, Anansi, I don't see anything."
What?
Well, Anansi was very taken aback, and he said, "Oh, you have to see it. It's right there." "See what?" said Little Spotted Deer. "You know," said Anansi. "No," said Little Spotted Deer. Anansi got very frustrated, and he said, "You know, you just don't want to say it." "Say what?" said Little Spotted Deer. "You know," said Anansi. "Oh, is that what I'm supposed to say?" said Little Spotted Deer. "Yes," said Anansi. So Little Spotted Deer said, "You know." That's not what you're supposed to say," said Anansi.
Oh.
"I'm not? Then what am I supposed to say?" said Little Spotted Deer. Anansi, being so frustrated, said, "You're supposed to say, 'Isn't this a strange moss-covered rock?'"
Kaboom!
Down fell Anansi, fast asleep. Little Spotted Deer ran to Anansi's house, gathered all of her jungle friends, and they got back their fruit and buckets off of Anansi's porch.
They did?
They sure did.
Oh.
Well, when Anansi woke up, he knew what had happened. But do you think he stopped playing his trick?
Well, maybe.
No, not Anansi. He's still playing tricks to this day.
I'm not going to play any more tricks, and I have to return all the buckets.
I think so. But you know what?
What?
I can help you do that.
Oh, you're going to fill my bucket twice, Miss Callie, by helping. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Let's get to that.
All right.
All right.